Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. It's great to have you here. By the way, YouTube tells me that most of you who watch my channel are actually not subscribed, so please don't forget to do so. It really helps me out. So in today's video, I have a bit of an unboxing for you. It's this bag right here. So I've got something from Tiffany and Co. So this is actually a birthday present from my husband, and I decided that I'm going to go ahead and actually share it on this channel. Now, before I go any further, I just really want to say that Tiffany, as a jewelry brand, as a jewelry designer, has a very special place in my heart. I just really love this Tiffany blue color. I think there is some kind of level of nostalgia that is attached to this brand. And to me, it just means so much more as opposed to, for example, I don't know, Cartier or Bulgari or things of that nature. And so before I was filming this video, I just decided that, think about what is it really that makes Tiffany so special, at least to me. I mean, obviously it's their marketing campaign that just really makes them so special, but I was really trying to think about what is it that really resonates with me as a consumer when it comes to this marketing campaign. And so I realized that this is really three things. First, I feel that Tiffany's is very much entrenched in the American pop culture, but also maybe kind of international pop culture. And to me, a lot of this really goes back to the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, which is actually one of my favorite films out there. And I really like to watch it, especially on my birthday. So there is obviously the opening scene with Audrey Hepburn, standing and looking at the display at Tiffany's, and she herself is wearing this amazing black dress with a 5-string Tiffany choker necklace, which is absolutely beautiful, and she looks so refined and elegant. And even beyond that, Tiffany really plays a very special role in that film. And I think it really manages to balance just kind of this expensive character of the brand, of the luxury house, while it is also presenting itself quite approachable and from kind of this loving point of view. In fact, Audrey Hepburn in the film actually says something like, Tiffany is where she feels safe, Tiffany feels like home. And, once again, there's just something so nostalgic and so warm about her saying those very words about Tiffany. Reason number two that I think I like Tiffany so much is that because the brand actually feels really quite youthful. And maybe it goes back to the fact that Tiffany silver is an essential part of the brand and the brand history. And I feel like silver for Tiffany is not just an afterthought. It's not just, something cheap to, I do not know, sell on the side. Okay, something not cheap, but something that is, cheaper than, for example, gold or platinum jewelry. But silver is actually an essential part of the brand itself. And silver is kind of a very youthful metal. And once again, because of the price point, it might be a little bit more digestible for kind of a younger consumer. So I think Tiffany silver and some of the Tiffany designs actually make the brand feel a little youthful, a little unique. And I think that also has an appeal in and of itself. And point number three I have here is that, if I look at Tiffany's designs, some of them actually really feel quite edgy, quite unique, and quite different. I mean, as compared to something like Van Cleef or Cartier, for example, those two brands to me look much more mature than Tiffany does. So, for example, if you think about some of the more recent designs, we have the Elsa Peretti cuff, which is really quite bold, useful, also comes in silver. Then we also have the lock bracelet that comes at all kinds of different price points, but I feel that the design itself is also, once again, very young, very edgy. And I also really like the Tiffany hardware collection. Once again, because the designs, at least to me, look a little bit different, a little bit unique. They're very statementy, very edgy. You can also get a lot of pieces in silver, which once again makes the price point so much more digestible. So I feel that Tiffany really comes out with some of the designs that actually feel just a little bit more, I don't know, youthful. I cannot think of another word. A little bit more accessible, a little bit more interesting and edgy than some things we see from kind of other design houses. Maybe once again, something like Van Cleef or Cartier and things of that nature. Anyway, all of that being said, those are some of the reasons why I think Tiffany just appeals so much more to me than so many other jewelry brands. So I just really have a soft spot for Tiffany. So any present from Tiffany's for me is just incredibly special. By the way, my name is Lisa and I'm your guide to savvy luxury shopping no matter where in the world you are. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about strategic luxury shopping with the emphasis on quality and timelessness of your items. Okay, now that I have extensively spoken about why I like Tiffany so much, let's go ahead and actually look what's in this bag. So the bag itself arrived through mail. So for this reason, it has been a little bit damaged, but this is basically once you get something, from Tiffany, many other brands in the mail, they also include all the packaging with it as well, including the shopping bag. I have already actually opened this present, so I know what's inside, and I tried to go ahead and actually recreate a Tiffany packaging, or specifically the bow from Tiffany, which, as you would imagine, was very difficult to do. What I've done is really nothing in comparison how this bow is actually presented when you first open this box from Tiffany. By the way, again, like a little marketing point, but I feel this ribbon is just particularly nice and smooth. There is something so satisfying about actually undoing a ribbon from Tiffany. I do not know what it is, but it really kind of feels very special and very different. So then we've got another box in which the present actually comes. And if I open up this box, obviously, yeah, for jewelry, we've got yet another box inside there. So I'm going to pull up this box here. So we've got actually kind of like an envelope. And if I open it up, so I'm going to do it kind of for the camera. And hopefully you can see right there, there is a string of pearls from Tiffany. So these are Tiffany fresh water pearls, 9 to 10 millimeters in size, from Tiffany hardware collection. So the necklace itself is 16 inches long, and the pearls are offset with silver hardware, like the silver links. And the fastening of this necklace is also kind of very typical for Tiffany hardware collection, and it is also done in silver. So I'm also going to include some of the close-up shots of this necklace, but this was the present that I received from my husband for my birthday. Let me also just say a couple of words why I actually really like this necklace, just in case you are considering purchasing maybe pearls from Tiffany's. So when it comes to this necklace, I think it's really very classic, but it's also a bit edgy. So something that I would actually really expect from Tiffany when it comes to their jewelry and when it comes to their pearl necklaces. So obviously you've got the classic pearls. They're really decent in size, 9 to 10 millimeters, so very weighty, but they are offset with this silver links and kind of a really bold silver fastening, which is also very reminiscent of the Tiffany hardware collection. So I think in this sense, this particular string of pearls is very much quintessentially Tiffany pearls. Very traditional, very nostalgic in style, but at the same time, there is something edgy, something different, and something very youthful about these pearls, which is kind of important to me because there is always a notion that pearls are for, let's say, somebody who's just a little older in age. And I think that this particular design actually makes these pearls look much, much more youthful. The second point here is that yes, these are freshwater pearls, but again, as I said before, just because of the size and because of the shape, they actually look really chic and really substantial. Another point I would like to mention is just the length of the necklace. It is 16 inches long, so it is kind of a choker, but it doesn't come up there kind of on your throat where it becomes a little uncomfortable. I think this is actually a perfect length for a pearl necklace like this, because it could be worn by itself, pretty much with a t-shirt, with anything, with a button-up shirt, but you could also wear a necklace like this, maybe layering with other necklaces. So I really like the length. I think the length is perfect. And something else that I noticed is when I actually look at this composition of silver links and the pearls themselves, I think there is something that's just so perfect about the length of these silver inserts, because it actually really allows the pearls to kind of breathe and to showcase themselves. And the length is just the perfect length, because there is not too much space between the pearls, but there is enough space to add a little bit of an edginess, and also enough space for the pearls to really show their own beauty. So for me personally, a pearl necklace from Tiffany's is just magical. It is so nostalgic, it's so classic, and I really have such a strong association of Tiffany's as the brand with Audrey Hepburn, with Breakfast at Tiffany's. So for me, there is something that is so special and magical about receiving a pearl necklace from Tiffany's as a present. And if you are considering pearl jewelry from Tiffany's, I would actually, obviously, just based on my own feeling, really recommend that you would look into it. By the way, so the pearls that I have are actually freshwater pearls, but also Tiffany's makes a number of different jewelry collections from different type of pearls. So they also have the Akoya pearls and South Sea pearls. And the South Sea pearls are kind of the most expensive pearls out there, at least to my knowledge. And so the price point for those, if you look on Tiffany's website, is really quite different. It is really up there. And by the way, Tiffany also has pearls within different jewelry collections. So the pearls necklace that I showed you is actually from Tiffany Hardware collection. But Tiffany also has pearls by the Yard, that's Elsa Peretti collection, and some of that collection also uses Tiffany silver. Then you also have Tiffany Victoria collection. By the way, the earrings that I'm wearing right now are from the Victoria collection. Those are really beautiful diamonds, and so within that Victoria collection, Tiffany has pearls that are offset with these diamonds that are basically in the shape of a flower. I will show some pictures on the screen here as well. Then there is also Tiffany Essentials collection, so Tiffany Essential Pearls collection, and I think those are just some of a little bit more basic pearls. I mean basic as in classic, without any additional edge or additional elements to them. So if you are into that type of stuff, that could also be something to consider. Oh, and then from memory, there is also Return to Tiffany collection, which is also kind of very nostalgic, a traditional sort of Tiffany jewelry that comes with this heart pendant. And I think those pearls also look really fun, really youthful. I will also put some pictures on the screen right here. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, a bit of a chat and a bit of an unboxing. Let me know in the comments down below if you actually maybe have some pearls from Tiffany and which collection do you prefer. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye-bye.